Alright guys, and we're back with another episode of the Shoshone Empires. So, last time we went ahead and we finally took out our old nemesis Venice, so they're out of the game. I did decide to sell them off. A couple of you guys didn't really like that, but it just seemed like the best call, because it's pretty likely we'll have more ideological unhappiness in the future, with the way order civs are dropping. Possibly someone else might become 10% influential, and we'll have even more problems. Several people are already, so... I just kind of thought, to be on the safe side, I wanted to preserve myself with a little bit of a happiness buffer, and so that's what we've done. Now, smartly enough, we traded open borders to Indonesia a long time ago. Now that we actually have some tourism, when that deal comes back, and I think it's still active, so let me check on that real quick. We're actually not going to do open borders for open borders. We're just going to sell ours so that we aren't influencing him, because I want him to protect me, but I don't want my tourism to start influencing him, because if you didn't know, if you get influential on your allies like that, that effect actually takes away some of the influence that you have. The protection that they give you. So, all right. So one thing you may notice is my science is significantly higher. I went ahead around and on the cities that I thought I could grow a couple more pop on the extra happiness bit that we got here last time from selling Venice. I went ahead and I put some growth on several other cities. I'm going to try to grow around the empire. These will probably be their last bit of population. Helm's Deep, I'll put one more in. I'm trying to create a few good cities to be able to build spaceship parts. Still lots of research labs left to complete, but we're already over 1532 as I put on more scientist specialists on the cities I was happy with that I'm going to stop growing, like Duckwater. So yeah, we'll just see how it goes. Things are going real well, I think. It looks like these guys may be trying to convert something, so I'm going to try to get them to die of attrition. And yeah, so we'll go ahead and skip our Comanche Riders, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, looks like we found a new little ice island to explore down here. And our prophet, we're going to have to figure out what to do with it. Like I said, I hiked him over here for Antwerp ages ago, and hopefully no one else buys them out and we stay allies for most of the rest of the game. It's possible. But the only nearby guy that would accept this quest now is this guy. I checked around, there's no one else even close, so that's a real shame. Let's see, Bucharest is cultured. Actually, we're friends with them. Didn't think we had a friend ally, so they also want Black Death, so we could actually sail through the sea for that. How long would it take to get up there? Very long time. Okay, because we're already permanent friends with them and we're about to... So I forgot to mention this last time, but yeah, so we got a world project going on right now, the International Games. I've already kind of decided that I'm not going to be putting much effort into it. I don't know. I just want the second tier thing, and so I put my peripheral guys on it a little bit. You can see they already put in 212 in one turn. As soon as they're finished, I'll back them off, and I'll be happy to just get the 720 second tier. That'll be 6 free happiness to keep me buoyed up on that. And also a one-time influence of 30 is really going to help me get those cultural friends back for a quick culture boost. Actually, we're very close to finishing the game here. It may not look like it, but actually we're doing quite well. I've been saving my scientists. I'm trying to fill out rationalism. We'll get the second to last policy very soon, and I'll time Oxford to get rocketry. Then I'll start an Apollo program. Then I'll time the free finisher from rationalism to get a free satellite. We'll work on Hubble. Once we finish that, we can faith buy 2 scientists. We'll have like 10 scientists on hand to just bolt through most of this. It'll go very, very quick, and I'll show you guys. I'll demo that if you guys haven't seen that kind of a strategy to kind of rocket out at the end of the game. Now let's go ahead and keep harassing these missionaries. I'm trying to make them waste their time and die of attrition here. Uh-oh. Okay. So there's that. This is yeah, I guess I'll let them do their thing. They can't get through here in one turn anyway. Alright, yep, so that's the plan. There is a few national wonders I'm trying to get. I'm timing this, obviously, via our plan last time. Because it looks like our production on the World Games is good enough, I'm actually going to take off this building, the International Games, and we'll focus on some other things. The one thing that I'm worried about is that I won't have enough policies. So I need 2 more to finish rationalism, and then I need 1 more to get that policy that allows me to hurry that last part with the engineer, and it will give me a free engineer and a scientist. So I really want that. I could get the free policy from Kremlin, but it's just so expensive. It's probably better worth my time to get rationalism for that extra scientist. Now that I'm thinking about it, let's see, is there anything else useful that I haven't built? Ironworks would be really useful. Maybe we'll build that in our capital instead then. We should have another writer coming through because we didn't build the musician guild. If that... Oh, that'll be a while though. Let's see, 9 for 100. Yeah, that'll never happen. Bummer. Maybe we should have built a garden here a while back. But that won't happen before the end of the game. Alright, so... It'd be nice to pick up a free policy. Let's see. Because you can see our rate here, but we're about to get a bunch of culture allies. If we work up to broadcast towers in our big cities, that might be enough to push us through. We only really need that spaceship policy right at the very end in time for that engineer, because we actually might get too many scientists to use from what I'm seeing, but we'll just see. Let's see, I'll go ahead and put this up in the capital here, I think. All right, cool. Yep, and we're continuing to speed ahead with our railroads. Just really good rates here. Let's see. We got how many turns? Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, we have very quickly gotten this railroad network up, which is very much going to help Tamoak and our other cities. You can see we just got that. Nope, I haven't got it yet, but we're about to. So religious community plus railroads is going to be some powerful production modifiers for us here. So that'll be nice. Looking forward to that. We just got to get these up as quickly as possible. And we should be good. Okay, yeah, we're starting our little scientist line here. My idea for this was, he's not... if relationships sour with Ethiopia, he might come to convert us, and so I'm just going to create a line of troops just to make it much harder for him to get through, now that I have spare troops to use. Okay, so we could work on Panama City. There's really no chance of getting it as an ally, though, so it would sort of be a wasted effort, unlike Bucharest, which would take 10 turns, but the game would be about over by 10 turns. However, if we could ally this guy... Let's escape that real quick. What is the... 77 influence? We'll get 30. So will America. Yeah, that won't be enough. We'd have to dump some gold as well. Alright, what about Kaizo? I think I checked all this last time and decided that it wasn't going to be working. Yeah, none of them have the quests anymore. That's a bummer. Okay, and this is 100 here. We're nowhere close to getting this guy, unless we somehow get Coco. Alright, but getting this guy as a friend isn't going to help us at all, because we're not trying to grow, so I am actually going to head up towards Bucharest, I think. Maybe we can buy them off for like the bit of extra culture we're going to need, since it looks like we'll be tight on culture. And we'll see how that works out. Alright, so remove that last road. There we go. Economy is sitting real solid. Up to 60. So I'm trying to... It'd be nice to borrow money to get some quick research labs online. We want to get our science as good as possible right before we start bulbing all our scientists, which is going to happen relatively soon, and then we can start running research. However, one of the problems that will come from that is that... What was I going to say? I don't remember. Yeah, we still haven't finished some research labs, so we could focus on buying them, which would be significantly quicker. However, we don't have the gold for that. If we borrow the gold using our lump gold, we won't have enough money to buy our nuclear plants for the core cities that are going to be building the parts. So I think we'll hold tight for now. A good half of our cities will have these research labs up, and then we'll see if we can't borrow or just sell for lump our extra luxuries as they come back. That'll be every 3 of those, and we'll have another research lab to work on. So that should work out, I think, if we play our cards right. And this missionary is being really annoying. Okay, I think all these cities have the production boost now, right? Yep. So they're very good now. Not bad. So that could actually be a working part city. Let's see. Yeah, I got enough workers through here, so let's actually get back to doing other things. Let's see, do we have enough workers actually heading off this way? No, we only have a few, so let's send some helpers then. These guys can help with that. Most of these cities have all the tiles they can use anyway, so... should work out. Alright. Yep, and this guy's gonna be in the way. That's a shame. So we'll have to waste our turn getting across him. Alright. There we go. Oh, got another archaeological site. So that's another ancient. Perfect. So that's another landmark to be working, and this one's actually flat ground, so it's not going to completely hurt our culture. Culture for this city would probably be slightly better. Actually, it is a hill. Why are all of these on hills? Oh well. There we go. Another production boost. I may eventually work 2 of these with duck water. It'd be nice to start getting stuff. All right. Cool. I think we're good. These guys are starting to set up in cities. Pretty soon there'll be less to manage when all these guys get into their cities. Let's see. Yeah, I may actually keep this guy. Nah. Let's actually send him this way. There we are.
There's a basic principle about
Alright, so we got electronics. Let's go ahead and check. And the international games is coming through really rapidly. So soak for dyes. Yeah, definitely want that back. That's some happiness. Alright. Oh, he already got a source of that. That's no good. Guess we'll have to straight up buy it if we want it. Before we do that, let's see, yeah, I'm surprised. Oh, right, we sold him Venice. That's why he has soaks. Maybe we should have sold that to someone else. I don't know. See if anyone else has stuff, though. Only people that hate us, of course. Alright. That works out, though. So we would have to cop up 9 gold per turn for that extra happiness. Okay, I don't know. That'll be interesting, though. We're working on a couple cultural guys. Yep, slowly building back our gold. Okay, got another research lab finished. Perfect. Let's go ahead and put that last worker in there. Yeah, and this city I think is just about done growing. It's not important enough to really focus on. Let's see what else is in here. This could be one of our, see, 8? Yeah, actually it's got a landmark. So let's start working through the culture buildings, just to build up our culture, and I think that'll be the last thing these cities do. Stock exchange, I don't know if it's worth it or not. It'll be interesting. Yeah, these guys are just wandering around like usual. I don't want them to end up getting enough influence that they take away. Let's see. Okay, so we go straight for porcelain. Oh, this is really good now. It's got the railroad connection. All right, let's think about this. That only gives us a scientist, which we can actually get closer to the end of the game. So I think actually the more important pick here will be the ironworks and some of these other things. We'll get East India in our capital since we got so many trade works emanating from there. So ironworks actually will be perfectly timed. We can get that in one other building, and then this can be our Apollo program city. It's already our best on production, so on top of ironworks, that'll be a really good city to rush out Apollo as quickly as possible. You can't hurry Apollo even with an engineer, so that seems like a good plan to me. All right, let's get it in here. Okay. Yep. Let's get these railroads continuing. Awesome. We are so close to finishing up our entire railroad network, except for out here, though. This could take some work here. Luckily, those cities aren't terribly important. All right, so that's our second turn. Everyone's going really hard in on... Let's see, Yerevan, is that another cultural? Yeah, it is. Let's check the type of quests we got. Just silly things I can't do. All right. Yeah, so we should have up to, yep, 339 now, and they're 39%. Yeah, this should work. Just keeping our peripherals on it for one more, and then we'll phase a couple of them off. That'll be good. I might do that off camera, because microing like that is just slow, as you guys have seen in the past. Alright, so this is looking good. Powadakani, is this working all the good stuff it can already? Yep, actually, let's stop the growth here if possible. Yeah, let's take another one off. Put some more production and science in. We want this to stop growing if possible. Man, it's almost impossible to stop it growing, but that's pretty close there. So that ups the production considerably. Nurse the growth. we'll do that with each of our cities as they grow. It's like Tukadeka. This actually has used up all of its spots already. We probably want to go ahead and buy this as soon as we get another archaeologist to work there. Let's see, what's a really good production city that could build another archaeologist? Not these two, they're busy with other things. Yeah, we'll do it in between next time when we micro the rest. But yeah, this city needs to stop growing. It's already got most of the things we need. Let's do one more turn of this. Yeah, that should work. So that'll put it on 25. Yep, that's pretty good. What kind of hit did we take if we do this? Man, what is all this extra growth coming from? There we go. Our science keeps going up because we got rationalism, so that's perfect. Yeah, these workers are running out of things to do. There's no more tiles we can work around here. So this could possibly be useful as a riverside tile. But to be honest, actually, yeah, let's send him around this direction to quickly connect those. That should be enough workers there. Alright, there you go. Alright guys, so I've just gone around my entire empire. Everything that had grown or was pretty much done with what they needed to do for international games. I've gone ahead and prioritized, so you can see growth has been slowed in most of the cities that I'm happy with their current population. I'm going to go ahead and pump through a hospital here because it's been needing some food for a while, and this is an observatory city, so I might consider growing it a couple more pop if I can get the happiness. But for now, I looked at the growth and it was just going to take way too long, so I've now put it on full science as much as possible, while not starving. In fact, I couldn't even run all the scientists there without starving, so this is going to pump through its public school. This is going to finally build its factory. Pyongyang has been really behind, and that's kind of the case for all of these cities. That's one of the reasons I didn't want Venice, because it had lost so many buildings. It was just going to be a huge handicap, but we got a lot of good out of the deal. So you can see, I kept a few cities on this because I think that'll time just about right to get second place, and then we can transition these off to start working on their research labs while keeping our gold pretty good. So that's about it, yeah. A couple interesting things happened. So we lost some iron deals, and we lost selling a truffle deal to America. Let's see. They've got uranium and aluminum. Might actually be worth it to get lock down their aluminum. That will actually make it harder for them to build spaceship parts.
Is the following trade of interest to you?
Yeah, see? Okay. Let's see if we can't get a little bit more.
Of course not.
Okay.
Is the following trade of interest?
Yeah, let's we're gonna have to get extra aluminum anyway, I think. If we're gonna run all the parts at the same time. And this actually prevents him from building This is kind of an exploit. I don't usually use this, so we may not do that. We might just go for more gold. I know. Some people have no problem with
No.
Oh, okay. So he no longer thinks that's a good deal. But yeah, one thing we're gonna... Oh, 1 second, guys. Looks like I forgot to plug in my computer. Alright, apologies for that, but problem's sorted. Alright, let's check out our one remaining friend. Just to see if we can't get some lump gold deals for this iron. Yep, I think that's what we want as well. Trying to bring in that gold as quickly as possible to purchase the last few of these research labs in the slow cities. We're slowly getting there. Yeah, okay, so we will need more aluminum from the looks of things. We're down to 4. I'm probably going to be running at least 6 spaceship parts at the same time. Okay, so it doesn't look like anyone else except for America wants truffles, which is not surprising because I think we're kind of selling it to everyone that would take it in the world already. So maybe actually we will go for some of his aluminum, but not as much as 5. I think honestly 2 or 3 is all that I'll really need. Okay,
Is the
nope.
following trade of interest to you?
Let's do that. Yeah, that should work out. And then Ethiopia is still a lump trading guy. One funny thing that happened was that Persia keeps taking city-state allies, and they're all declaring war on Mongolia, which I'm sure Mongolia is loving because... Yeah, okay. So he's not quite as friendly anymore, or at least a little more distrustful of me. Yeah, so one thing you can do, once you're finished growing anyway, and you've kind of bowled the last of your science, is sell your stuff for more money to get some late-term purchases of atomic stuff, so it actually might not be that big of a deal. I think after we save up naturally for our own research lab, we may kind of try to get the gold quickly to purchase the rest, but we'll see. Let's see, 51, yeah, still going slowly enough. I think we'll have no problem taking the main one there. This ended up inside the city for some reason. It was supposed to be up here in the jungle. So let's go ahead and, there you go. This guy can set up in the city. We should be good. And turns should pass a little quicker now that we're not managing all these guys. So these guys they're either exploring or they're trying to get a few followers in our empire, which is annoying because actually most of our surplus is coming from religion at the moment. 44 from religion, and every little bit hurts that part of the plan. But yeah, we're getting there. Let's see. Might as well chop some of these forests now that these workers are running out of things to do. By running out, I mean these cities aren't going to be growing enough to use any more tiles I might improve with them. So that's kind of what I meant by that. Yeah. Alright. This guy can set up. Go ahead and be happy. Last couple of railroads here, and then we should be good. Yep. This is all done, so we'll send this up for another helper on down here. Yeah, most of our railroad links really coming through here. Let's see, anything else to improve around here? Not really. Gashashidi's, pretty much all of my cities are switching to specialists, which is why working more spots is not terribly useful. One thing we could try to do, I haven't, is just trade post normal terrain. So if we really need a bit more to nerf stuff, we can do that to bring in a little bit of gold, a little bit of science here at the end of the game. Let's see. I might as well chop some of these far out forests that aren't going to be used as well to get a little bit extra production back to our stuff. Let's see. Go ahead and block him in, actually, while I'm at this. I just like hampering their movement because it means they'll eventually die of attrition. Alright, there you go. Okay. So, Constantinople's the leader on tourism. Speaking of which, he's got a lot of archaeologists. Alright, so we got cultural policies. We're going to keep going down, trying to get the rationalism finisher, because I've been trying to save up enough faith to be able to get our two scientists here. We should already have enough to get that, and then we'll get this last policy in order, if we can. But the cost is going up quite a bit, which is why I'm trying to get the cultural city-states and cultural buildings built where possible to help out with that. Looks like one production pop guy should be enough to finish that up, so should be good. Got some more iron back. Got a lot of iron back, actually, so let's sell that. As much of that as possible to Jakarta here. Wow, our gold just shot up to 145. What the... Oh. Okay, I didn't think the stock exchange multiplied on trade routes, but it must. How else could our gold have doubled all of a sudden from stock exchange? That's crazy. I should have built that ages ago. I'm bummed now. Someone tell me if that's true. I didn't think it multiplied trade routes because I thought, yeah, probably not even worth building the last thing here. All right. That's enough gold. I don't need more. I'm just going to get all the bulk I can get. So let's get 45 times 5. Cool, cool. So that'll be, I think it's 235. Let's see though. Yeah, 235. Oh, was it not? It must be 225. Okay, there we go. So that should, next turn we should start, yes, we should start being able to buy buildings real quick. Wow. I wish I had paid attention to what my income was last time so I would know for sure where all that's coming from. But I'm guessing trade routes and city connections have just been improving a lot. That's awesome. All right, so this is probably going to have to be our last turn. Pyongyang is a crappy enough city. I think I'm going to try to stop it growing if I can here. I don't need more population here. Because it's just never going to be a good enough city. Like, putting my population anywhere else would be better, to be honest. I can't really stop it, can I? Maybe if I go here. That'd stop it. Okay, we'll do that then. Let's go ahead and halt Pyongyang. Getting the factory in there will still give me maybe 15 science, so that's the most I'm going to get out of it. I'm close to 2,000 already, and I don't even have these research labs all over the place. Alright, so we grew in a few important places. Boson Connie is now up to 8. Helm's Deep is 16. I think that'll be it for Helm's Deep. Yeah, we could grow it again, but we'd have to take out scientists to do it, or run a trade route the opposite direction. So let's actually start switching to these guys instead. That looks like that's all we can manage. Okay, so we'll go for Oxford 7 turns then. Yep, this looks good. Let's see what Mozon Connie is working, if we can improve it. More growth. That's fine. These are the 2 core cities I'm really happy to keep growing if they can. A couple more population. I think one more set of pop is about all we can handle anyway. Okay, Hukanadeka. Yep, so these will be the last 3 cities to grow then. Yep, looks good. Ooh, that's a bit more than I anticipated. Let's see if we can't slow this down just a tad. There should be a way to do that. Wow, this city's growing way too much. Gotta stop this. There you go. What is... This is surprising. Okay. So I guess we'll have to just pull out all stops to stop this guy. Yeah, that's good. 125 should be good. Alright, there you go. Science improved that much more. That'll be one of our last research labs coming through. Up to 150 science now that we're working the gold specialists. So even though we aren't freedom, we're still able to work all these gold specialists just because our growth is so nice for some reason. Yeah, that's great. Let's see. So we only need 30. We only need 34 more. So let's find a city that has at least 34 population. This one does. And let's take the rest off, and that should be just about perfect. All right, some of these need research labs, right? Too expensive. We could switch them to banks for more money. Temples for happiness. Actually, that's our best bet right there. Yeah. Anyone else on this still? Yeah, Duckwater's still on it. Let's take them off. I think they also had some... yeah, these won't get built before I can buy them now. I'm doing so well. Banks are solid, but honestly, like happiness is more important. So let's turn these peripherals on happiness. Actually, you know, with a landmark around. Oh, we needed that last archaeologist. That's right. So this will be our archaeologist guy. 8 turns. There. Is there a better city for that? Sorry, this is taking a little longer than I thought. I think this city was our best archaeologist city, if I'm recalling. Yeah, 5 turns. Wow. Okay. So maybe we just... There's more important things than stock exchange now that our economy is decent. Go ahead and take this off. Yeah, and this guy can work on... probably culture. That's the one uncertainty left, is the culture. We don't really need more pop because we're trying to maximize our science for the bulbing push anyway. If we're going to get more museums, actually, a second archaeologist to kind of get the theming bonus from that museum could be nice. I don't feel like bothering though. I'll probably just get beat to it. So let's go for amphitheater. There you go. Alright, that should be good. Let's see. Yeah, all looks well. Let's finish these last snatches of railroad. Let's set up these guys on the border for a quick response. And that should be about it for this turn. Hope you guys enjoyed. Things are really starting to accelerate here towards the end. You'll see my fast science push soon, so that'll be loads of fun. Let's go ahead and keep these. Actually, stop. Yeah, these missionaries just seem to be exploring, from what I can tell. So I'm fine with that. All right, last bits of railroad, almost done here. And then I don't know what I'll do with these guys. Probably disband some of them. Their maintenance is very high right now. Alright, cool. Yeah, trade posting or disbanding is probably the way to go. I think I'm going to start disbanding to get the extra 4 gold back. We'll try to get all the gold we can here at the end. Alrighty, cool. And that'll be it. See you guys next time.